I wasn't really sure when I started this podcast, like what my voice would be, what things I would be speaking into, what things I'd be talking about. Like, honestly, I kind of started it just to kind of shoot the breeze about what's happening in the world, maybe talk some sports, maybe talk some politics, maybe talk some religion, maybe talk some culture if it felt relevant or we cared.
Right.
But like, I just want to see us advance as a society. Like, I just have such a heart for like seeing people talk to each other, seeing our culture stop hating each other with such vehemence that like it's so toxic to not only the people that are involved in it, but to the children that are seeing it, that are getting into social media for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, we don't think about our kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I see these young people getting onto Instagram. Like, I'll see teens in our church like getting onto Instagram or something like that, and I'm like, crap. I see so much stuff going on. Like, I'm not even on Twitter, but like, I know what goes on over there because people bring their tweets over to Instagram sometimes, and like, madness.
Yeah.
And the fact that like it's being normalized scares me.
Yeah.
And that's what I really want to speak out against and fight against, is just like, hey, let's wake up, guys. Let's stop speaking to each other like we did in middle school.
Yeah.
And that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
If anybody experienced middle school, it was terrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible. And it feels like we're going back to that when we get on social media.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It is interesting to me, especially now that I'm being refreshed in my history as I go through it with Brahm, as I'm teaching him. But it's like, we've moved. I wish we would go back to more having conversations with not only with people in general, but with our families and with our friends about these things, because I think us losing that has really been detrimental, because you look back in the past, how that's all that there was like communication through like the people that you trusted, because you only could get news at like, you know, we're going way back here, like only get news at maybe like the local, like, I don't know, bar or something where they would come and bring the news, and then maybe some of the guys would listen to it, and then they'd bring it back home, and then they could tell their family and stuff. And then there started to be like newspapers, and slowly there started to be like
radio.
Yeah.
But everybody was like sitting in a circle, and
so,
like once it's done, it's done.
It's
you shut
done,
it off.
and you only get one version of it, and like,
which is good and bad.
Which is good and bad. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But now it's like nonstop news on everything and all different opinions, and it's really overwhelming. I know I say this all the time. I'm overwhelmed easily. But it's very overwhelming, and it kind of
it totally is. I said but like it's completely
it is overwhelming. And I feel like if we went, especially just for my own sake, if we went back to like talking about it with our family, like especially people like you who actually are listening to it and can kind of take out some like the important parts, and like just talking about it again with our family and being like, okay, well, like what's going on in the world, and like how is this beneficial or detrimental, like what should we be doing? I feel like would be helpful, instead of everyone just listening to their own version of the news and then keeping it all in their head, and then just voting every once in a while or complaining on social media to the world who doesn't really care and won't change their heart from what you said. And like, I don't go on social media because for a lot of reasons, but that's one of the reasons. It's just like overwhelming, and it's not really helpful. Doesn't do anything for me.
What's up, everybody? You just watched a clip from one of our Just Breathing podcasts. If you want to see the full version, you just hit the link in the description below. Or if you want to just keep watching clips, we got some more right here. Thanks, everybody.